September 26th, there was a race that Grundy's Connection looked sharp in.
He won both heats that day in 1:57 and 4 identical times, and came from just a little off the pace to win them. He shows him 1 mile in 1:57 and 4 and over $150,000 in earnings this year.
Another one to watch, Grundy's Connection. There's a look at the odds as we approach the final race, $420,000 final in this Breeders' Crown Series. You see the flashing sign, a minute to post time. We'll come back with the call in just a moment.
If you watch one event this fall, watch the Breeders' Cup, the championship of thoroughbred racing, Saturday, November 21st. Check local listings for the time and station in your area.
Castleton presents Royal Prestige, 1986 Trotter of the Year, winning 13 starts, including the World Trotting Derby and divisions of the Hambletonian and Kentucky Futurity. He earned over $1 million and was the season's fastest colt trotter. Royal Prestige is one of the best-bred stallions today by Speedy Crown from the world champion Rosemary. Standing at Castleton of New York, his foals are eligible to the sport's richest sire stakes program. At Castleton for 1988, Royal Prestige.
Well, the horses are starting to move their way into position on this very chilly night at Mohawk Raceway in Campbellville, Ontario, for the $420,000 final in this race for 2-year-old Colt and Gellings Trot. Who do you like, girl?
Well, I can't go against Firm Tribute. I liked him as soon as I saw his lines earlier this week, the night the draw was made. I liked him when I saw the program earlier tonight, and you got to like the way he raced in his elimination. The horse looks super sound. He's got the #1 post position. I don't know how he can get in trouble. He's the even money favorite, and the crowd likes our local horse, Ronnie Waples' Huggy Hanover. He's 4th choice despite his 8 post position. He's the 4th choice at 9-1.
Well, that's a free and Canadian spirit going with Ronnie Waples, and it's hard not to, especially for the people who are so used to watching him here at Mohawk. You see the rest of the odds, as Continental Spirit is getting lots of play as well. And so is Grundy's Connection, the #5 horse. And there's Ron Waples on Huggy Hanover, who early this morning, as they had a walkabout here in the chill of the morning, had his head in his bucket or his own private vaporizer, so to speak, as he's had a bit of a cold as well.
Well, he's fittingly enough named Huggy Hanover on a night like this, Jim. You could use some hugging to keep warm out here at Mohawk. What's your selection?
Well, I think I'll go with the folks here who like Ron Waples and the Canadian horse Huggy Hanover. Simply the Canadian in me and the fact that I don't stand to lose an awful lot by picking that one. We're almost set for this race as the horses move into position behind the starting car. It's the $420,000 2-year-old Colt and Gelling Trot. And now let's go to John Craik for the call of this final.
The horses are now in the hands of the starter for the 11th race, the final tonight of the Breeders' Crown for 2-year-old trotting colts and geldings. It's post time. This field is now in motion, and there they go. The rough and trotting Firm Tribute drives out at the rail, and moving out fast, Petrie's Cosmos between horses. Up on the extreme outside, 4 wide, as a move around the far turn, Huggy Hanover, and he's going after the lead. In between horses, King of Broline trotting in 2nd. Petrie Cosmos is racing in 3rd, and those 3 trotters have opened up a gap of 5 open lengths now to Firm Tribute, who trots in 4th. Continental Spirit is racing in 5th, after the rail in 6th, Armbro Gaylord, as they approach the opening quarter-mile station. Up front now by a length and a half, that's King of Broline. Petrie Cosmos is trotting in 2nd, after the rail 3rd, Huggy Hanover, and Firm Tribute is 4th. The first quarter is reached in 29-3. In front of the grandstand, King of Broline continues in front now by a length and a half. Up the rail in 2nd, as it moves towards the half-mile marker, is Patrick Cosmos. Huggy Hanover is racing in 3rd. Firm Tribute is 4th. King of Broline racing in 5th now as they move around the turn, and Armbro Gaylord is trotting in 6th. Racing in 7th is Defiant One. at the half-mile marker, and by a length and a half. King of Broline by 2 lengths. He's there in 101 flat. Up the rail in second has moved down the backstretch. Petrie's Cosmos, and driving up to be third now on the outside as they approach 3/4. That's Firm Tribute. Up the rail in fourth, Huggy Hanover. Moving up on the outside in fifth as they move down the backstretch and approach 3/4 is Continental Spirit. As they move down the backstretch by an open length and a half, King of Broline. Up on the outside in second, Firm Tribute. Racing third, Petrie Cosmos. And fourth on the outside, Continental Spirit. Huggy Hanover's locked in fifth. Armbro Gaylord is sixth on the outside. 3/4 trotted and 131 flat. At the top of the stretch, King of Broline by a half a length. On the outside, Firm Tribute is racing in second. Petrie Cosmos is locked in third. And Continental Spirit is moving up fourth. Armbro Gaylord fifth on the outside. Huggy Hanover's sixth down along the rail, and Firm Tribute is closing up now. Up the rail, King of Broline trotting him to the far outside. Continental Spirit on the far outside. Armbro Gaylord goes off stride, and here comes Defiant One. Defiant One in front.
Well, he didn't have enough trot in the stretch of his elimination, Jim, but Defiant One certainly did in that one. I'm almost sure that he got up there. The numbers are still on the board, but we can't really go by that. Defiant One trotted a storm at the end of the mile, and the veteran Howard Beisinger appears to have pulled a stunning upset in the final.
And a terrific finish as they show a photo here at
Total
Mohawk.
for win time for the mile, 2:01.
But it appeared that Defiant One is the winner.
Defiant One, the number 7 horse, but it was tight. There were 4 of them in the photo, and Firm Tribute hung on strongly. King of Broline set all the fractions in that race and stayed strong late in the stretch, and he really wore Firm Tribute down. But it'll be Howard Beisinger. He's turning last over there with Defiant One, and he raced the sire of this horse, Defiant Yankee. He raced the grandsire, the super sire, Speedy Crown, and Speedy Somali, another one of Speedy Crown's great sons, who sired Continental Spirit.
2:01 and 4 is the winning time. And they still show a photo on the board, but it appears that Howard Beisinger and Defiant One have won this $420,000 final of the 2-year-old colt and gelding trot from Mohawk Raceway. We'll be back with the results in a moment.
Hello there, everybody. This is Mel Allen. We're in the 9th here at the park. Whitey Ford going with his favorite, Mickey Mantle betting on his long shot power. It comes to this. Pompano Harness, great entertainment, great pari-mutuel action, great gourmet dining, and now Sunday racing. Take it from Whitey Ford and Mickey Mantle.
Pompano Harness racing's fun. You can bet on it.
Pompano Harness.
Post time 7:30, Sunday 7 p.m.
If your company is looking to stand out and make its mark among advertising clutter, get in on the harness racing audience. Harness racing attracts 30 million fans a year across North America, and NARMA can help you tap the full potential that harness racing offers. NARMA has established promotional events to meet your specific marketing goals, and once you decide to participate, NARMA will take care of the rest from start to finish. Whether it's brand awareness, traffic building, or increased product trial, we can help. Call NARMA for more information. Get in on the action, the audience, the rewards.
Photo still showing on the board, but Howard Beisinger and Defiant One, it would seem, won this race. But a terrific stretch drive, and as they turned for home, they were 4 wide, or at least they were as they came up to the wire. Earl?
Well, the horse on the outside there went off stride between, looked like Armbro Gaylord made the break, and Defiant One very confidently. Howard Beisinger just sitting there, totally relaxed. He wins it easily by half a length. And how could anyone be that relaxed going for $420,000? He's done it so often, though.
Here it is again. Howard Beisinger.
Here's Firm Tribute getting by King of Broline right at the end. You can see Armbro Gaylord trotting up here powerfully, and he comes, Continental Spirit right there. Armbro Gaylord goes off stride, but Defiant One sweeps past them with just about 10 feet to go. And I don't think the photo sign is still up, Jim, but I don't think it's for win. It's probably for second and third. They're trying to decide right now.
And it appeared that Firm Tribute may have hung on.
I believe it would be between Firm Tribute and Continental Spirit for second. And the mile 2, 1, and 4, they came a last quarter in 30 4/5. Howard came from a long piece back with this colt. And you said before the race, this horse likes to likes to finish.
Yes, he's done that in other races. If you look at his form, particularly recently, it shows that Howard Beisinger and Defiant One have liked to come from behind, and they finally posted it. Firm Tribute in second, and King of Broli finishing in third spot. So Howard Beisinger and Defiant One come from behind one more time and win this $420,000 two-year-old colt and gelding trot from Mohawk Raceway near Toronto.
Ladies and gentlemen, the horses are coming onto the track.
And welcome back to our Breeders' Crown competition. A beautiful, clear, dry fall evening just outside Pittsburgh. 62 degrees. The wind blowing right into the horses' faces as they come through the stretch, but it has not been bothering them tonight, and I doubt if it will here. A fast track in store for us. They're out of the paddock, and here is number 1, Continental Spirit.
He is Swedish owned and he is Swedish trained, and he's won just under $500,000 in one of a 3-horse stable entry, Continental Stable.
And trainer Jan Janssen has decided to drive this one. Janssen went to work for Håkan Walder when he was 14, and for 22 years has enjoyed a father-son relationship with one of the great horsemen of the world. Number 1A, Super Gill.
Lindstedt and Johnston, the trainers and driver, consider this one the strong horse of the entry, and they should. He's won $589,000.
And Bert Lindstedt won the very first Breeders' Crown ever contested with Workaholic in 1984. Let's watch 1B, Southern Newton warming up.
He is the winner of the Yonkers Trot, first jewel of the Triple Crown for 3-year-olds this year. But he has drawn into the second tier. Tough assignment.
And Bill O'Donnell, the driver, has fantastic statistics. He has won over 3,700 races and more than $55 million in purse money. He has 8 Breeders' Crown champions to his credit. And here is number 2, Firm Tribute.
With the sleek look of $1 million winner. He's won $1,034,000, has drawn the rail tonight, and is the favorite.
And young driver Mark O'Mara has an impeccable eye for selecting yearlings, a natural talent for training, and a fine style in the sulky. Number 3, Flying Scott is next.
This is the local horse, owned by Ed Ryan, the founder of Ryan Homes. Lives right here in the area, but there'll be no joy in Meadowlands, Pennsylvania tonight for this one.
Ah, you heard it here. The driver of number 3 is Dick Stillings, who started as a groom for famous horseman Dick Buxton when he graduated high school, went on his own, and has become a great success. Here's number 4, Huggy Hanover.
The hot horse. He's winner of the Kentucky Futurity, 3rd jewel of the Triple Crown, and he's won the Colonial at Rosecroft in Maryland since then as well.
And the driver, Ron Waples, comes from a racing family. And 7 years after leaving his cousin Keith Waples' employ, he was the 3rd leading dash winner in North America. Here's number 5, Rule the Wind.
This was the surprise colt in the Hambletonian first heat when he finished second to Armbro Goal. He's had foot problems all year long, and he had made his first start in the Hambletonian.
And wish Richie Silverman a happy birthday today, turning 24 today, and he's been driving for 5 years. Here's number 6, Hilaire Lobel.
High hopes early for this one. Bob Waxman of Canada owned him, but he sold him recently to Scandinavian interests.
The son of Soren Nordin, the brother of Ulf Nordin, that makes Team Nordin. Jan Nordin drives. Number 7 is next, and it's Defiant One.
He surprised them last year at odds of 15 to 1 when he won the Breeders' Crown at 2, and he could surprise them again this year.
And the driver, Stan, is John Campbell, who at age 33 is becoming one of the all-time greats of the sport. He's won over 4,000 races, more than $63 million in purse money. It makes him almost unbeatable this year in those statistics. Let's take a look now at number 8, Buildup.
He's from obscure beginnings in southern Illinois, but he's come from those beginnings to win $300,000. Impressive.
And the driver is Bill Fay, somewhat of a 5/8 mile track specialist who's been driving for 20 years, and he's been dash-winning record holder at the Meadows, Scioto Downs, and Pompano Park. And completing the field, Sly Bowl, Hanover, number 9.
This colt has beaten Super Gill and Defiant One as recently as September 30th, but he drew into the second tier of starters, and it makes a very tough assignment.
And Dan Shetler, 38-year-old, who started grooming for Del Insco back in '66, went on his own 3 years later and has become one of the most successful driver trainers in the business. Well, 11 of them in the field, but there are 4 dominant horses, and Stan takes a look at the top contenders. Let's find out who are the ones to beat.
Here are the leading contenders for tonight's Breeders' Crown as they started in the Kentucky Futurity. Outside is Defiant One, owned by Ann Beisinger, wife of trainer-driver Howard Beisinger, and Eva Duringer of Austria, former Miss World. The colt is the defending champion in this group, having won the Breeders' Crown as a 2-year-old last year at Mohawk in Ontario. He almost didn't race, having a slight temperature that morning, and then almost didn't qualify, finishing 4th in his elimination. In the final, however, he stormed home from 7th to nip Firm Tribute at the wire. This is Huggy Hanover, currently the hot horse of the 3-year-old trotting division. He won the 3rd jewel of the Triple Crown, the Kentucky Futurity, at the Red Mile in Lexington early in October, and then won the prestigious Colonial Stake at Maryland's Rosecroft Raceway in this dramatic stretch battle with Defiant One. Trainer-driver and co-owner Ron Waples gets him home a winner on the inside at the rail. Super Gill was harness racing's most expensive trotting yearling at $500,000. He won 5 of 6 races and $328,000 as a 2-year-old last year, and has added another $261,000 this year, including this victory in the Review Futurity at Springfield, Illinois. He is one of 3 trotters in tonight's race from the Continental Stable, trained by John Johnson and driven by Brent Lindstedt. Johnson will drive the stable's Continental Spirit tonight, with the brilliant Bill O'Donnell driving the 3rd horse in the entry, Southern Newton, winner of the 1st leg of the Triple Crown, the Yonkers Trot. Here is the leading money winner in the field, Firm Tribute. He was purchased for $25,000 by his owner, trainer-driver, 31-year-old Mark O'Mara, 2 years ago. O'Mara looked for a partner, couldn't find one, and kept the colt. Last year, Firm Tribute won $474,000. This year, $560,000 to go over $1 million. And O'Mara sold him to Swedish interest for $965,000.
We purchased them, we broke them, and we developed them, and then raced them. And the only thing, I did sell him earlier in the season, but I was able to keep him and still train him, so it's still like he's mine, or the family's, or the stables, or whatever.
Firm Tribute is a family horse and has earned the young O'Maras a home in Boca Raton, Florida. Mark's wife, Martha, understandably considers him a special favorite in the family.
We got married on the eve of a very big race. And Jade Lobel was in a $500,000 race the day before, so the week was a little hectic, I guess I should say, and everything worked out real well. A lot of the relatives were in town for the wedding, and they got to see what we do for a living and what we're involved with in actually the most successful time of our careers. And the horse won. We won a $500,000 race, and we got married the next day. The only thing is, the business didn't dictate a honeymoon. I had to leave later on that day and go to Canada with the horse.
Like many top harness horsemen, Mark O'Mara is not a first-generation trainer-driver. He learned his profession from his father, highly respected trainer Frank O'Mara.
My dad was in it. I wanted to follow in his footsteps, and I always wanted to, or hopefully, be as good or as successful as he was. With the success that we've had last year, the year before, this year, probably the biggest key to all that is the family, or the whole operation.